Hi everyone, Renee here. If you are looking for an upper body strength workout, then you are in the right place. In today's workout, we are going to work our chest, back, shoulders, biceps, and triceps all in just over 30 minutes. I have a set of 15-pound dumbbells and a set of 5-pound dumbbells. So you want a heavier set and a lighter set. And you may even want multiple sets in case you have to do a drop set and, reduce the weight. We have 4 different moves, or really we have 5 different moves, but the 4th set is 2 moves put together. It's a superset. So the first 3 sets are one strength move, working separate body parts. We're going to do each move for 1 minute, followed by a 30-second rest, and we're going to complete that 3 times through. Once we finish that move, we will go on to the next, and then the next, and then the 4th move, bicep, tricep, superset, okay? No worries, you do not have to remember that. I will be with you the entire time talking you through form. And remember, building muscle is so amazing. It really speeds up our metabolism. So today we are going to be working our type 2 muscle fibers and really building the muscle in our upper body. So make sure that you're warmed up. We're gonna do a quick little warm up here just to make sure that our upper body is activated and ready to go. So bring your arms to 90, just like that. Tight fist here, and I just want you to roll your shoulders nice and slow backwards and make sure that you are squeezing through the entire muscle in your upper body, and then we're gonna switch and roll it forward. Yes, so remember, strength training is so important to our overall health. We begin to lose muscle as we age, so we want to fight that aging process and age gracefully. So today's workout is going to do just that. So this is a traditional strength workout. Stay with me. We have our work periods and our rest periods, okay? So I'm gonna show you the first move, and then we're gonna quickly get started. So the first move is a chest press. So you'll come onto your back, feet are flat, elbows will be at a 45-degree angle, so not directly outside from your shoulders. Make sure they're at a 45-degree angle. Hands are in line with your chest, and then you simply press up and lower. And you wanna make sure that you're squeezing and activating through your chest muscles. You can also lift your hips ever so slightly. So this move is not to activate your glutes. It is to put a different angle on your chest. And for some people, this feels better than being completely flat. Okay, so that's your options. I'm gonna start the timer. We'll have 10 seconds. So get into position. You may want a variety of weights in case you have to go down a level, or maybe you have to go up a level. You just wanna make sure that you are burning out your muscles throughout this. Okay, so I'm gonna start our timer. I am going to grab my 15-pound weights here. I'm gonna roll back, elbows at that 45-degree angle. I like to lift my hips ever so slightly, and here we go. Press and lower. Okay, so slow and controlled here. We have a minute, and I like to use the time so that we are not thinking about reps and we're just thinking about squeezing our muscles. This also makes sure that we are getting quality over speed, okay? So we're just working through this. Slow, controlled on the way down, slow, controlled on the way up. And if you notice this round that your weights are too light, you can go up a weight level in the next round. Yes, I'll show you how you can do that in case you don't have the next. So I have 15s here. I do not have 20s. My next set would be 25, and those just might be a little too heavy. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with my 5-pound weights to just take this up to 20s. Nice. Okay, so I'm stopping at a hover and then pressing right back up to keep tension in my chest here. Yes, beautiful. You have 8 more seconds, and then you'll get your 30-second break, and then we'll come into round 2 of this move, okay? Last one. Okay, so set your weights down. Maybe you shake out your arms, maybe you grab a sip of water. I'm gonna grab a sip of water right here. And then we're gonna go back in. So we have 20 more seconds. Just kind of shake out your arms, relax them. You want to just breathe, because I'm gonna go into it. So second round, you know what's coming. Get a little more intuitive in your body and really make sure that you're squeezing muscles. So we only have 8 more seconds. So I'm gonna take it up a notch by adding the 5-pound hand weights right in here, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is how I am going up to 20 pounds at home without having 20-pound dumbbells. This is definitely heavier. 5 pounds feels like an awful lot. Another thing that you could do is I have 2-pound wrist weights. You could wear those, and then that would take you up just 2 pounds, okay? Because in your upper body, a lot of times we need to slowly take it up. In our lower body, we can usually do a little bit more. Nice, okay. So make sure that you're really squeezing, really pressing. We have 25 more seconds right here, and then you'll get your 30-second break, and then we go on to our final set of this. Yes. Controlled, breathing through it. You have 10 seconds. Nice. Yes, building muscle, so important. So we're doing it here together. Okay, that's it. Set your weights down. Woo! Those extra 5 pounds really were amazing, and I'm feeling it. So we have 20 more seconds here, and then we're gonna go on to our third and final round. And our next move will work our back, okay? So chest will be done after this, we'll go on to back. Now remember, when we're working our upper body, a lot of times other muscles groups in our upper body are pitching in, but the primary focus of this move is our chest. So I'm gonna get back into position. I'm gonna try with these 20s here. Once again, it was tough, but I can do it. 2, 1, go. Okay, press and lower. Yes, okay, so make sure that you're breathing out on the press, okay? And I've talked about this before in other videos. You want to breathe out as if you pretend like you're breathing into a straw, okay? So you're really puckering your lips. That helps to engage your deepest core muscles. Yes, nice. And whenever you're working even other parts of your body, you really are always engaging your core. So you have 30 more seconds. Maybe you slow it down for these final 30 seconds. So think 4 counts on the way up and 4 counts on the way down. Yes, nice work. Remember, arms are at that 45-degree angle. You're pressing straight up and straight down. Control this. You have 10 more seconds. And then a quick 30-second break. I'll show you the next move. And it'll be for your back. Last one. Okay, set your weights down. Great job. So I'm gonna use a 15-pound. Again, if I feel like it's too light the second time through, I will go heavier. Okay, so you're gonna come into a kneeling. Then you send one leg out. I'm going to have my right hand down. Weight will be in my left hand, in line with your right. Your chest is slightly twisted, you're rotated here. Your hips are pretty much stacked, and then you're just gonna pull your elbow back and reach, okay? So just like that. And if you need to, you can always come down to this position and do the same thing. Ready? Go. If this does not feel good for your base hand, you can always come onto your forearm. Same thing, it won't be as big of a range of motion, but that's totally fine. You will still be working your back. Yes, okay, so I want you to think of initiating this movement from your upper back here. So think of pulling your shoulder blade back before you pull your elbow back. Nice, yes. In every workout, we want to be thinking of the muscle we are burning. So after this minute on this side, we are gonna right away flip to the other side, no break, okay? And then you'll get your 30-second break. Breathe into this. Nice. Yes, pull your abs in. You have 10 more seconds on this side, and then we'll just switch to the other. Nice work. That's it. Okay, switch to the other side. Same thing, other side. Ready, go. So just make sure that you're getting set up. Yes. Pull your shoulder blade back. Remember, you can always come down to your forearm if it's hurting your wrist or anything like that. If you have neck issues, back issues, same motion. I want you to work towards your upper back. Work towards that muscle. So every muscle in your body is working for one goal, and right now it's to strengthen your back muscles. You have 25 more seconds right here. Yes. And then you'll get your 30-second break, and then we're going back into it. See? Not so bad. This workout, we're getting it. Feels good. I love that we do a move, and then we're done with the move. Yes. Last one. Okay. That's it. Get a sip of water. 30 seconds, and then we're back to the other side. So now I am going to try to add the 5 pounds. We'll see. That was tough, but I feel like I can take it up. Not sure, but we're gonna give it a whirl. Okay, so start to get in position. We have 8 more seconds here. You can always bring this foot here if that feels more comfortable. I think I'm gonna do that for this round. Let's see. Ready? Go. Yeah. I just feel more stable, especially since I went up a notch. So really, you find your best placement for that foot. Okay, and your hip mobility might make the choice for you. Nice. Remember, mind to muscle. Breathe through this. And I actually do not like holding that 5-pound weight, so I actually am feeling it less in my back because I'm focusing on how I'm holding it. So I'm just gonna drop it. And I feel like I can get into the muscle more without it. Yes. You have 12 more seconds, and then we're just switching sides. Take it one more. Beautiful. Okay, switch sides. Again, I'm gonna take this foot here, and here we go. Okay, so we're not moving our upper body. We are simply pulling with our upper back. Yes, I'm gonna try the extra 5 pounds on this side. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I feel like I'm losing form with the extra weight. So see, it's okay to go down in weight. I'm showing you right here just how you listen to your body. And just because you think you can lift a heavier weight doesn't mean you're getting the same muscle engagement. You have 18 more seconds, and then your 30-second rest, and then one more set of your back. Yes, breathe. You're amazing. 5 more seconds. Okay, that's it. Whew, 30 seconds. Break. Whew, my upper back, my chest on fire. Just what I wanted, the goal. So we have 20 more seconds here. Final round. Final set. 15 seconds, and then we're gonna get this done. Okay, I'm gonna start to get in position. I liked it better with my foot up here. I felt like I could get more into it. I felt more stable. Okay, hands are in line, slight rotation. Here we go. Pull and reach. Yes. Nice. So it is so important to incorporate strength training in different ways. So sometimes I like to do lighter weight, more reps. Sometimes I like to do heavier weight, less reps. Like this more traditional style here. Okay. You choose what works for you, but both types of resistance workouts work different muscle groups. So one works type 1, and then this one works type 2. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're getting both types, because our goal here is to be strong and healthy our whole life. 10 more seconds. Yes. Okay, switch sides. Final back. This is it. Okay. Nice. Less than a minute. And then the next move is shoulders, and then we end with bicep curls. Yes. Breathe through this. You have 35 more seconds. We're gonna keep going. Keep focusing. Maybe you close your eyes. 25 seconds right here. Then you get your 30-second rest. And we go into shoulders. Now for shoulders, I'm grabbing my 5-pound weights all by themselves because we're gonna have a nice straight arm, which means a longer lever. I'll explain that in just a moment. 10 seconds here. Focus right here. Pull from your upper back. Yes. One more. Okay, beautiful. Okay, whew. Sip of water. Next move. Shoulders. So you're coming down, you're gonna rest your head, okay? Legs can be however you're comfortable here. I like mine here at a nice 45-degree bend. Your hand will be down in front of your thighs, and then you're simply gonna lift up and lower down. You could come all the way down to rest it if that feels better for you, okay? We have 3 more seconds. 2, 1, go. Okay. So you have a nice long arm. I have a slight bend in my elbow, so I'm not locking out my joints. But because we have this long lever here, we already have more force, more resistance on our shoulder, which is why we don't really need a very heavy weight for this move. Also, when we worked our upper back, our shoulder assisted. So our shoulders already getting tired. Nice, yes. You have 30 more seconds. I love this upper body workout because it really lets the joints be okay. It really protects the joints. Yes. So this isn't painful on our bodies. It feels good as we build muscle. 10 more seconds, then we're switching sides. So just a quick switch to the other side. Okay, flip around. Just lift and lower, okay? So you've got this. You're here for a minute, then you'll get your 30-second break. We're burning out our upper body right now. We're working on our shoulders. Yes, keep going. We only have one more move after this. Well, really it's two moves, but one more set of moves. Nice. Breathe through this. You have less than 30 seconds here, and then you get your 30-second break, and then we're going on to set 2 of our shoulders. Yes, my shoulders are on fire. Yes. Breathe through this. Well, our shoulders, you know, they're the connectors of our chest and back, and we've already worked chest and back this workout. So our shoulders are already starting to get fatigued. So that's why we're feeling it here as well. This is one of my favorite shoulder moves. Okay, 30 seconds. Then we're going right over back to the first side, second side. This workout goes by fast too, just because we learn a move, we do a move, we move on. So let me know if you like this format in the comments below, because we can do more of these. Okay, so we have 10 seconds. I'm gonna start to get in position. Get wherever you're comfortable. Weight down by your thighs. My palm faces down. We have 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, lift and lower. Okay, you're here for a minute. If you need to, you can always drop your weight and do this completely without any weight, or just go lower in weight. So I have a 5 pound. I could always drop down to a 3 pound as needed. I'm gonna try to stick with my 5 pound here. Like I said, my shoulders are definitely feeling it though. Yes. Maybe you close your eyes and you breathe through this. Okay, you have 30 more seconds here, and we are 15 minutes into this workout as well. Nice. Your muscles, your body is going to feel amazing after this. And you could totally do this a few weeks in a row. You do not have to change up your workouts that often. So just remember that. These moves are amazing, and maybe you just change up the weight as you get stronger. Yes. Okay, switch sides. I'm gonna talk more about that in just a sec. Let's get started on this side. Yes, people are always feeling like you have to change up your resistance workouts all the time, but you don't. Yes, you might need to go up in weight because you wanna make sure that you are always challenging your muscles, but you don't need to change up the workouts. These types of strength moves, they work. And they're gonna continue working no matter how many times you do this workout, okay? Make sure that you're also giving your body enough rest. So make sure that you do not work upper body tomorrow. If you're doing this workout today, don't do upper body tomorrow. You have 25 seconds. You could do lower body tomorrow. So if you still want to do a strength workout and you did not do lower body today, you could do that tomorrow. You just do not want to work the same muscle 2 days in a row. You need to let it rest, because we're breaking down the muscle right now as we work it, and we're going to build the muscle when we rest. Okay, you've got this. You have 6 more seconds. Then you get your 30-second break, and then one more time through. Last one. Okay, 30 seconds. And then one more time through, both sides. That's it. Biceps, triceps. Wow, yes. We're doing this. 15 more seconds. So I'm gonna start to get on my side. This is your final round. My shoulders are on fire, and they're gonna be on fire right after this. You have 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Lift and lower. Okay, so remember, control this movement. I like to grip my weight pretty hard. I feel like it really helps to engage the muscles all the way from my fingertips up to my shoulders. And I feel like I'm able to really work into the muscles that much more. 40 seconds. close your eyes at this point and talk yourself into it, not out of it. Remember that. So even though you're getting tired, your upper body is losing steam maybe a little bit, you're gonna mentally push through. 20 seconds right here. Then you just have one more side for shoulders. Yes. Keep working here. 10 more seconds. My eyes are closed, focusing. Breathe. One more. All the way down. Okay, quickly switch sides. And here we go. Final shoulder set. Breathe. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. Arm is just lifting and lowering right in front of your thighs. The rest of your body's resting so that you can really put the mind focus on your shoulder. Again, I'm squeezing the weight so that I can really strengthen my entire arm. 30 seconds right here. Close your eyes. Then you get your 30-second rest, and we're moving on to our triceps. Breathe. And with triceps and biceps, we're gonna do one arm and then the other again. I love to work that way because I just feel like we can more focus better on that muscle. And there's actually been proven science, last one, that our mind is able to focus more on one side and then the other. And that's kind of slipping here. Okay, so your tricep move. You have about 20 more seconds, so just focus. We're coming onto our back. You'll have one weight in one hand, other hand will go right below your elbow, bend and extend. So lying tricep extension, okay? We'll do both sides there. Then I'm gonna come up to kneeling, you could come up to standing, and then we are gonna do bicep on one side, bicep on the other. Okay, we have 5 seconds. Get into position, 2, 1, go. Bend and extend. Okay, so just like that, we're in our last set, okay, our last circuit here. Nice work. So this is a superset. So what it means is we do one move right into the other. Okay, so we have 1 minute of one side of triceps, 1 minute of the other, then 1 minute of one bicep, 1 minute the other, and then a 30-second break. 30 more seconds right here. If you need to, remember you can drop your weight, or you could always take a break and just wait for us, and then we'll go on to the other side, which is totally fine. This 15-pound weight is eating heavy fast. Yes. Breathe through it. You have 8 more seconds. Maybe take it slower, control it. Your elbows staying stationary. Last one right here. Okay, switch sides. Other side, go. Yes. Okay, as you're doing this, I want you to try not to look at me. Try to look straight up toward the ceiling here. Yes. Breathe through it. Elbow is your hinge. Your upper arm is staying stable. That's why you have your hand here. Nice work. Then we're gonna go on to bicep, and you're gonna do the other arm. So you're gonna start with the same arm you started your triceps with. Okay, so that's what we're going back and forth. Left, right, or right, left. Whatever you choose, just make sure that you're going back and forth. Okay, you have 20 more seconds here. That just helps to give this arm a little bit of a break too, because right now you're working triceps on it, so we're gonna give a little bit of break and work biceps on the other arm. 10 more seconds, and then I'm coming up to kneeling. If standing feels better for you, you can go all the way up. 1 more. Great job. Okay, come on up. You ready? Here we go. Curl and extend. If you need to, you can always help a little bit. Yes, you could also rotate your palm facing in and do hammer curl if that feels better for you. Nice. This one's tough. I would go down to 10 pounds, but I don't have one nearby. So I'm gonna push it through here. Yes, breathe. Nice work. Slow, controlled here. You have 20 more seconds. Remember, you can assist just slightly. It just helps to take the pressure off a little bit, especially when you don't have a lighter weight nearby. Yes, couple more. One more. Okay, switch arms. Fresh arm. Woo! This feels good. Okay, after this minute here, you have a 30-second break. Wow. My arms are on fire. And once again, your biceps and triceps have been working a lot throughout this upper body build, throughout this upper body muscle workout. But you're almost through. You're getting so close. 3 minutes. That's what we've been working out together for right now. At that exact moment, you have 25 more seconds. Breathe through this. Yes. 15 seconds, then you have a 30-second break. So know that it's coming. Woo! Breathe. Yes. My arms are on fire. That's it. Wow. Biceps, triceps, burning after that. Only 1 set, so we have 2 more to go. We're gonna feel empowered, stronger than ever after. You have 20 more seconds here. You might wanna shake out your arms. Shaking out your muscles always feels good. It just revives them. Okay, coming onto my back, grabbing my weight. Remember, in the first side, you're sticking with whatever side you started with is the side you continue to start with. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Okay, fresh. Feels good right now. Keep squeezing the back of your arm, squeezing your tricep. Remember, your other hand is just there for support, for stability, okay? Yes. Nice work. Close your eyes. Remember, gaze directly up to the ceiling. Breathe out on the extension. Through those nice pursed lips there, okay? You have 25 more seconds right here. This is already set 2 for your triceps, biceps. You've got it. And this is also the final 2 strength moves here in this upper body strength workout. 10 more seconds. Maybe your range of motion is getting smaller. That's okay. Just make sure you feel what muscle you're working. Okay, switch sides. Fresh side. I love the start of a fresh side. I just feel revved up, ready to go. Just when I feel like I can't do anymore, then our minute's over and we're going on. So that's what mentally go to that place, like I said before, where you're talking yourself into this, not out of it. Our mind is so powerful that what we tell ourselves, we start to believe. So if we tell ourselves that we can do this, I promise you'll start to believe in yourself a little bit more. So right now I'm here with you and I'm telling you that you are strong enough to make it through these final moves, these final few minutes. You are almost done. Yes. Nice work. Eyes are closed. Push through it. You have 8 more seconds right here. So just stay with me until the end. That's it. Okay, come to kneeling. This time I'm gonna do hammer curl. So you just bend and extend, just changing it up. And it doesn't matter. You do whatever bicep position feels good for you. You're still working the muscle. And that's what matters. This is just feeling better for me at this point in the workout. Yes. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You have 30 more seconds right here. Remember, you can assist. And then you have 1 more set. That's it. 20 more seconds on this arm. I'm breathing with you. Nice work. 10 more. Yes. Woo! It's getting tricky. 1 more. Okay, switch sides. Woo! Fresh side, like I keep saying. This feels nice. Okay. You're here for 1 minute. And then you get your 30-second break. And then 1 more set, 1 more round here with me. Keep going. You're stronger than you think. Keep bending, keep extending. And I've got you right here, right now. Breathe. Yes. Slow, controlled, 30 seconds. Maybe you close your eyes. My biceps are on fire. Who am I kidding? My entire upper body's on fire. 20 seconds. Then you get your much needed 30-second break. You're gonna get a sip of water and you're gonna mentally prepare yourself, recommit to our final set. Squeeze through your biceps. That's it, set it down, 30 seconds. Okay. We only have 2 more minutes of work. No, 4 more minutes of work. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. You got it. You know what I mean. Okay? Triceps, biceps. You have 12 more seconds. I'm gonna get onto my back. Okay, you are almost done. You have 5 more seconds. Get in position. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and here we go. Yes. Gaze right up at the ceiling. Bend and extend because your tricep muscle, the back of your arm muscle, is doing the movement. Okay, I'm feeling good so far. I hope you are too. That's what's nice about resting the muscles between the sets, is that we revive them and get them set to go so that they can work a little bit harder each time. Less than 30 seconds. Nice. Yes, maybe your movement's getting a little bit slower. Maybe your movement is getting a little smaller. Remember, either way, it's totally fine. Maybe you need to take a break, then you come back into it, or maybe you're gonna take a rest and just wait for us to move on to the other side. Whatever you need to do, I just want you to find the fatigue, find the burn out in the muscle. Okay, switch sides, are you ready? Final tricep right here. Yes. These first few reps always feel good, like I could keep going. And then it quickly adds on. Yes. Shaking right here, you have 40 seconds. Eyes are closed maybe, but no matter what, your face is straight up to the ceiling. So if your eyes are closed, just right up to the ceiling. Maybe you're staring at a spot on your ceiling. Yes, you have 25 more seconds. Shaking, focusing. After this, you just have biceps. 1 minute each arm. 10 seconds. Breathe, squeeze. Last one. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna do the first 30 seconds, palm facing up. The second 30 seconds will be hammer curl, just to kind of change it up. And if you need to, you can actually go more out to a W if that feels better on your shoulder, your elbow. Whatever feels best to you. I like this little bit out to the side, a little bit of a 45-degree angle, it feels good. Okay, now I'm gonna go to hammer curl. Yes, I need that assistant there from my other hand. Wow. My bicep is like jello at this point. 15 seconds. Remember, keep that breath. That helps you get through a little bit more when you have good breath work going. 8 more seconds. Yes. Wow. Okay, switch arms. So I'm doing my first 30 seconds a little bit at a V, just because that feels really nice, that angle. As I get tired. Okay, you have less than a minute of work. Yes. This workout is just over 32 minutes, so just over 30 minutes of upper body strength. Remember, we're building muscle. We're fighting the aging process. I say that all the time, but that's what working out does, is it helps us fight the aging process gracefully and naturally. So why not do it? You're gonna be able to live a fuller life longer. And isn't that what we want? Yes. Okay, guess what? 10 seconds. So whatever you need to do, Try to stay with me, but keep your form. Last one right here, all the way up and all the way down. Wow, that's it. Shake your arms out, back and forth, whatever you need to do. Roll your shoulders back, roll your shoulders forward. And that's it. Make sure that you are stretching. We're not doing a stretcher at the end of the video. I will link some mobility and stretching. Make sure that you're stretching your upper body. You want to make sure at least do an arm across on each side. I would say like 30 seconds to a minute. Do your bicep or your tricep stretch. Okay, so just make sure that you are opening everything up. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed that workout. I loved it. I love this style. So let me know if you're with me on that, and I will bring more of these workouts to my channel. Like and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.